All right, we're here in the Niner locker room with Patrick Taylor, the 49ers' newest running back, and welcome to the Bay, man. How's it going so far?
Thank you. It's going really good. Enjoying my time here.
Had you spent any time up here before coming to the Niners?
When we played these guys last year in the divisional and lost.
First round playoffs.
Yeah. So was that the division?
Yeah.
Or?
Yeah, that was the divisional round.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, I mean, obviously that was a good young team. Jordan's got Cohen, Dobbs, and all these guys, Watson, Reed. I mean, there was a lot of young weapons. Was it a tough call to leave there and come here? I mean, knowing Christian's here, and give me your reasoning why this was a great spot for you.
It was just this is a winning culture.
Yep.
And you know. It's a really great running back room, and the running back coach, Bobby T. Me being able to learn from him and him coach me up like he does. I've never experienced any coach like that, so it was no-brainer. I was glad to be able to come here.
Yeah, a lot of people talk about Bobby T. Did you know Bobby T, or did somebody recommend him to you or suggest, man, this is one of the best running back coaches in the league. You ought to get to San Francisco and play for him and learn from him? Where did the idea come from? Or are you guys friends?
So I met him at the combine, and we had a few conversations and such. And my agent just felt like this was the best spot for me moving forward.
You know, I watched you this summer, and you're a big back, tall back, but you also run with pretty good body lean. Is that difficult? It's not. Most big backs have a tendency to kind of expose their middle and run upright. In this league, you take some big hits that way.
Yeah. No, I have to continually be conscious of that, especially me being a bigger back, being 6'2", I have to be able to get my pads down. Otherwise, I'll take big blows and things like that.
You had a good preseason, I thought. It was kind of a weird preseason.
Yeah.
You didn't really get any real run until that last game. But, man, the last game, you had a phenomenal last game, and you looked like a guy who can maybe start for this team. How did you feel the preseason went for you?
It was a bit frustrating just because I'd gotten hurt during training camp, and I missed the Titans game, and then I missed the Saints game, and then I was able to play in the Raiders game. I wish I would have been able to show a little bit more within those games with my ability to be able to run the ball, catch the ball out of the backfield, stuff like that, pick up pass protection. But I was able to play at a high level when we played the Raiders for them to say you earned a spot on this team. So.
I liked watching that. I was like, man, this guy's got real talent. Now Aaron Jones, you played with Jones, now you get a chance to go against him this week. You're personally not going against him.
Yeah.
But what did you think of Jones? I mean, he has given this 49er team a lot of problems. He runs hard, he's got great contact balance, and he can catch the ball.
Yeah. He's a difficult guy to get down. And it's not so much as the size as it is the heart. His heart is the size of a boulder. And he always has a chip on his shoulder. And like he runs hard for what they would say like a little guy.
Yeah.
And he catches the ball well out of the backfield, things like that. He opposes a lot of problems for defenses.
He almost got to the end zone in the playoffs on that long run. That was incredible. I thought that when he rolled off that 67-yard run in the playoffs, I thought it was goodnight. I mean, I thought that this game was done.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that the 49ers won that game.
Yeah.
What did you think of Mason Monday night? I mean, he had a huge night, 28 carries, 147. He was an impressive kid.
I was so excited for him. And me, I'm just getting into knowing him and getting into the building. And knowing him as a person, but I was so freaking excited for him. Like he deserved everything that he got Monday night, and being able to explode onto the scene at a big stage, such as that one on a Monday night, and rush for 140 with 28 carries and a touchdown. Like that's major. Like that's hard to do in this league. and he did it.
Yeah. What's the most carries you ever had in a game? Have you been a running back your whole career? You played running back in high school?
Yeah, I played running back in high school. So like in high school,
What's the most carries you ever had in a game, you think?
in high school I had 40.
40?
I had 40.
Oh my God.
Yeah, in a playoff game. Yeah.
You were the best player on the team, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to get the ball 40 times. And you're running over guys that are probably, they're not playing anymore.
Yeah. Probably.
What about college? What's the most you ever had in
College, the most I had was maybe 31 or 30.
So talk to us. I mean, what if you're a running back, what does your body feel like after a 30 carry game in the NFL?
Man, honestly, it's been a minute since I felt that.
Yeah.
So, if I can remember correctly, feel like you've been hit by a truck. The next day isn't as bad, but the day following that day is probably the worst. But Mason takes very good care of his body. He was able to be out there and moving around today very, very fast and at a high level. So I think he's going to be great.
It'd be awesome to see him go Sunday against the Vikings.
Absolutely.
This position, okay? So we're watching the game, but you know the running back position. So tell us something about Mason that amazes you or surprised you or that impresses you. Maybe something about his game that we wouldn't notice, but you maybe would.
Man, Mason's contact balance and how hard he runs.
Stands out to you.
He finishes his runs off. When you think he's got 5, he'll carry a guy and get 4 or 5 more. You know what I mean? So he'll turn in those 6-yard gains and turn them into 12, or turn those 2-yard hard-nosed runs into 6. You know what I mean? So he runs very hard.
2 last ones. CMC, one of the best backs in football.
Absolutely.
And you've had a chance to kind of be around him now. Any part of his game have you been able to kind of say, wow, I didn't know that about him? What stands out about CMC when you think about him?
He's a student of the game.
Is he?
He's super intelligent when it comes to the game, and when he's out there just playing ball, you know what I mean, just playing backyard football and stuff like that, finding zones in the defense and stuff like that. I've been able to watch film on his choice routes and things like that, and what decisions he typically makes. And I'll ask him, I'll be like, hey, why'd you make this decision? Why'd you make that one? Things like that. And he's a great guy, and he's very transparent and coaching me up and stuff like that.
Vikings, what do they look like? They got a 5'10" linebacker named Pace from Cincinnati who just had 100 tackles last year. He's all over the place. You watch the film on them. What's their defense look like to you?
Very exotic defense that sends a lot of pressure with these 5 down fronts, trying to make one-on-ones within the offensive line to get home, and trying to make it confusing for us as far as the backs, everybody in protection, to see if somebody can get home on the quarterback and affect him and get him off the spot.
And that makes pass protection, I would imagine, key, and the fact that that place is super rocking and loud, that probably just makes it all the harder. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. Minnesota definitely gets rocking, especially when it's a packed house.
We're going to see you out there. You can get some carries maybe this week?
We'll see.
Great to see you, man. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Nice to meet you, Larry.
Welcome to the day, man, and
Thank you.
have a great year.
Appreciate it.
Patrick Taylor.